Coming up next on this edition of In the City, many classic cars recently stopped by Canonsburg Village on their way across the country, and I was there to get all the details. 2 house dedications on Hancock Street by Habitat for Humanity recently took place. Plus, 3 young girls from Erma Siegel Elementary School want to make life easier for children with special needs. And now they are getting national attention. We'll tell you why. And a 45-year veteran of the Murfreesboro City Schools talks about why she's not ready to ride into the sunset just yet. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Cecilia Herrell. A classic car event called the Great Race recently stopped in Murfreesboro. This race even has a hometown connection right here in Murfreesboro, and I was there to get all the details just for you. Over 100 classic cars recently stopped at Canonsburg Village, right here in the city of Murfreesboro. The cars are competing in the Great Race.
This is the Great Race. It's an old car race across the country that we hold each year since 1983. We have 121 cars from all over the United States and as far away as Japan, England, Germany, and Canada. And they're all competing for over $150,000 in prize money.
We're out here at historic Canonsburg Village in Murfreesboro where the Great Race has stopped on day 3. Now this is a 9-day race that goes all the way up to Michigan, and it even has local ties right here in Murfreesboro. 5 students from Central Magnet School are competing in the X Cup division of the race. This is a division for high school and college students ages 21 or younger. The students from Central Magnet School are the first group from Tennessee to compete in this division.
It was purchased by the local AACA chapter, the Stones River region of the AACA, for the students at Central Magnet School. And we came about the idea of entering in the Great Race after we purchased the car, and so then we began making repairs and restoring parts of the car so that we could prepare for a 9-day journey across the United States.
We have 5 student racers, and we have my husband, Scott Culp, who is the driver. The students every day get a map, and they have to navigate and tell Scott where to go.
It's been fantastic. There's nothing else like doing a race like this. It's incredible. And although we've had a little bit of trouble, some issues with the car, I mean, that's part of the fun, is getting out there in the middle of the night, working till 2 to try and fix what we got to get done. I mean, last night we were literally up until 2 in the morning trying to get this last part to go in and getting everything ready to be here today, because this is the biggest thing that we could do, is be in the hometown under our own power, and we made that happen, and that's the best feeling in the world.
The race contains cars from many different years, many different countries, and 5 different divisions.
Well, we've been doing it ever since we were little. I went on my first one when I was 6 weeks old, so we've been doing it for our whole life, but this is our first year actually competing.
When we started mapping this out about 18 months ago, we looked at overnight stops in Chattanooga and in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And when we looked for a lunch stop, we picked Murfreesboro for several reasons. Number one, the strong AACA region here, the Stones River AACA region, and all of those members. And obviously, too, it has to be centered, you know, and so it's kind of in the middle. And Murfreesboro's been known for a long time as a good old car area. So we came up and started working with the folks at the AACA region, and then they got the city and the county involved, and then they showed us Canonsburg Village, and it was just a natural to do this.
The race is over 2,300 miles long. It began in Jacksonville, Florida on June 24th and will end in Traverse City, Michigan on July 2nd. For updates or more information, you can visit greatrace.com. For CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. The City of Murfreesboro's Community Development Department has been working with Habitat for Humanity for many years to restore or rebuild houses for residents of Murfreesboro.
Habitat for Humanity is implementing its annual initiative, Home Builders Blitz, presented by Plygym. The Home Builders Blitz joins Habitat for Humanity and professional home builders to increase work and maximize efforts. In short, to build or repair a lot of houses in a short amount of time, all over the country. Last year in 31 different states, 250 homes were either built or repaired with the help of professional home builders. This year, Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity has 2 house constructions. Habitat partnered with Old South Properties to build the homes, and on June 7th, 2017, the first one was dedicated.
I thank you all for coming today to our 2017 Builders Blitz dedication, house number 144 for the Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity.
Three-time Grammy Award-winning artist Darius Rucker has lent his name to this program, and earlier that day presented house keys to the 2 Habitat home recipients, Charles and Sherry, at a ceremony in Nashville. The house dedication in Murfreesboro was for Charles because his house is completed. Sherry's house is right next door.
Today, we are here to celebrate Charles Russell and his journey to home ownership. And this year, we are blessed to have all of our visitors from Plygym, Habitat International, Darius Rucker this morning participate in this great celebration.
I don't know what to say. I mean, this is a complete blessing, and I feel grateful and appreciative of all you, all the volunteers, Plygym, Old South, Habitat. I'm at a loss for words.
15 years ago, I challenged a group of builders in Raleigh, North Carolina, to join me and each build a house for Habitat for free. 12 builders agreed to do it. The basic concept is you ask your subs and your suppliers to each do their part for free, you do your part for free, and the end result is you provide a home to Habitat for free. Now, this doesn't mean that the homeowner gets the house for free, because they don't. You need to know that. Even though Habitat didn't pay for this house, you are going to. And that's real important.
You know, over 50% of the people in the United States have a difficulty in achieving affordable homes. So our project's pretty simple. Yes, we donated the stone, the siding, the windows, but it's to make everyone aware that this is an issue that has to be resolved.
The city is particularly glad that you are now going to be one of our paying customers. We welcome you to the role of property tax owner.
Doing this project was an easy decision. As Tennessee's largest home builder, and we do mostly affordable homes throughout Middle Tennessee, this was an easy decision. There you go. There's the meeting.
3, 2, 1. There we go.
Welcome to my new home. Thanks a lot.
Chuck Carlson, you're a blessed man.
Thank you.
It's a gorgeous house.
Glad you can make it, buddy.
Three 11-year-olds from Murfreesboro are gaining national attention with their brand new invention. I sat down with the 3 young girls from Erma Siegel Elementary School to learn more and to see what's next for them.
Going for a swing at the park is something most children take for granted. But for children with special needs, this is not an easy task. That is where these 3 young girls from Erma Siegel Elementary are making a difference.
This is our invention, the Easy Swing Suit!
This invention helps children with special needs swing without the risk of falling.
Attach the Easy Swing Suit. You wrap the belts around the swing, then you attach the clips to the chain. Second, you attach the clips that are attached to the suit to the swing. Third, you strap the child in, and bam, you're ready to swing.
Now this invention is gaining national attention. The girls recently competed in the National Invention Convention.
I do want to congratulate our Erma Siegel students, Erin Higgins, Cameron Gallant, and Sky Roberts. They went to the National Invention Convention and Entrepreneurship Expo in Washington, D.C. recently, and competed with 300 other students from across the United States. Their teacher, Angela Pope, was also with them. They received second place of all fifth grade submissions, the Industry Focus Award for Sports, Games, Entertainment, and Toys, the Global Change Award for Accessibility, and the big award for the night, which was Henry Ford Museum Innovator of the Year Award.
The girls won many prizes, but that doesn't compare to the thought of their product helping children all over the world.
It makes me feel happy that we're making such a big impact on their life with our invention, and that they are actually able to have fun on a swing now.
I'm very excited, and I'm just so happy that we are taking it to the next level where we're going to help more kids, more than just who's at our school. We're just going to go out there, and hopefully all kids will one day be able to do it.
It was just overall awesome, a great experience, and we learned so much from it.
Every time still that I see the video of them swinging in the swing, I still get teary. And so just knowing that they saw a need and then they set out to solve it, it's just incredible. That's what you want all your students to do. And so they actually put it into action, and they did. I knew they'd do well, but I had no idea they'd do this well. So I'm proud for them to have had this opportunity to participate and go compete at a national level. That's something a lot of kids don't get the opportunity to do. And even like the stuff following up the media and the interviews, I mean, that's something a lot of 11-year-olds don't get to do. So I'm happy for them.
The girls' next step is getting a patent on the Easy Swing Suit, so people all over the world can enjoy this amazing invention. For CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell.
Julia Williams has been working for the Murfreesboro City School District for 45 years. She now holds the position of assistant principal at Cason Lane Academy. We sit down with her to talk about her career and how teaching has changed over the years.
When I hit my 5th grade year, there was this very understanding, kind teacher. I admired her as a person. She was beautiful. And I admired her as a person, but also she was different than any other teacher I'd ever had. And so right then in the 5th grade, I said, this is what I want to do. And I really never veered from that. So I began at Bellwood in 1972, teaching children that at that time had a category of emotionally disturbed. I think it was 1989. I was a guidance counselor for both Bellwood and Bradley until Black Box opened in 1990. I took the leap and helped open Black Box Elementary. Stayed there as a counselor, and then the assistant principal position opened. Enjoyed that thoroughly, and then in 2005, I moved to Northville Elementary with Dr. Lloyd, and I'm here to stay till they wheel me out, probably. The change is just mind-boggling about where we are now from where we were when I began. The efforts that are made to make sure that children are in a safe, secure, and loving environment permeates our entire building. We have an awesome responsibility. I'll be honest, as an administrator, sometimes that gives me chills and makes me nervous because it is an awesome responsibility. But we are changing lives of children and families, and I get to see that daily. I love new teachers. And we were just recently talking about a couple that we have in our building that they inspire me, let me just say that right off, because they come in with their energy and their excitement that spreads to all of us. But I really try to help them see the importance of relationships. You come in with your academic knowledge, but you've got to really be aware of yourself and be able to establish relationships with those children and with the parents and with your coworkers. And that happens here in this building so easily. I'm very proud of how our teams work together. I'll have to say, Irene Baldwin was the principal of Bellwood School when I first started. Well, I had an experience with Miss Baldwin where there was a student that just had absolutely tested every one of my limits. And I went into her office and I'm in tears. I just don't think I can do this. I just don't think I can. She let me cry. She let me wail or fuss or whatever. And very calmly, she took me by the hand. She walked me right back to that classroom and said, yes, you can. Absolutely. I sit in classrooms to do my observations or my visits. And sometimes I just absolutely forget my note-taking because I'm in awe of the many skills that teachers must possess now to do the job that they do. I know many of them have young children and families of their own, and I'm just watch them work, and I go, man, they got to be so tired at the end of the day. But then I watch them come in the day, they bounce right back, they're ready to go, they give 110 and more % every day, and that's one reason this is just a fantastic place to work, because I'm surrounded by people who are here because they want to be here and because they love children and they want to give the best they can every day. I left my support system of my parents who helped me with a young child. So I quickly developed some friendships through my work, through my college classes, that were always there to help. As the years went on, I married, and through that marriage, inherited 2 wonderful children. That worked because of a supportive husband who was there just to balance the load in any way he could. And many times I had to rely on some of my colleagues to help out with child care, and vice versa, do the same for them. Some of us, especially during the time of single mothers, we had to have a group where we all helped each other, and we helped with homework and we helped with transportation to make it all work. Why would I leave a job that I love? And I think about coming to work every day. Everybody knows this about me, but say a little prayer in the car. That's my quiet time on the way to work, and I say a little prayer. And I thank God for the blessing that I get to come here and do what I do every day. And the reason I can be still here is because that I come to this wonderful place, Northville Elementary, and I have people here that are always willing to share the workload. They're always ready to celebrate in our successes together. They're always there for you during life's challenges. Daily, they demonstrate their dedication to this profession, and you can see their commitment to children. And that just energizes me and gives me the strength on days when maybe I might be running a little slow. The old bones might be not moving like I would like for them to. And so I have to say that when people ask me if I'm still here, I have to say the reason I'm still here is because of the people I work with every day.
The summer slide can put your child behind academically, but the City of Murfreesboro has a solution that helps your child learn and be physically active over the summer months.
School might be out for summer, but that doesn't mean children should take a break from learning. The City of Murfreesboro, the Parks and Recreation Department, Read to Succeed, the Better Borough Project, and Murph have partnered together to create the Walk, Read, Write Half Marathon.
It's for children. We've kind of taken something that we feel is needed in the summer and put it in a journal form. So the children can come by the sports com, pick up a journal, and in that journal we have little boxes to tick off, and they can walk 13.1 miles. They read 13 books, and they write 13 book reviews.
This half marathon helps prevent the summer slide. Without reading throughout the summer, children can fall 2 years behind academically by the time they're in 5th grade.
We are collaborating with Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation this summer to do this program because we are excited that it's something other than a brick and mortar type summer reading program. Parents are calling Read to Succeed all the time looking for ways to keep their children from being affected by the summer slide, and then they have regressed and are not ready to start the school year. So this is a wonderful opportunity for them to enjoy being outside and get the reading and writing skills that they need.
This event is free, but to register you need to go to SportsCom and pick up a booklet. The final day of the marathon will be August 19th at Murph's Fun Run. For more information, you can visit murfreesborotn.gov. For CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell.
The Murfreesboro City Schools Summer Food Service Program is in full swing. This program goes through the months of June and July. Food is distributed by 3 different buses to 27 sites.
The Tennessee Department of Human Services administers the Summer Food Service Program under an agreement with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The Murfreesboro City Schools Nutrition Department will start distributing meals across Murfreesboro. The Summer Food Service Program has served families for several years. The program continues to feed children breakfast and lunch after the school year has ended.
Well, this is our 14th year with the Summer Meals Program. This will be our 3rd year with the 2 Chow buses plus the Sprout bus and the van. So we've grown from 8 sites to actually we're up to about 31 right now. This is a summer program. It'll start May 31st and run through July 29th. We take meals out to the community. We let the kids come on the buses and eat their meals. We have turned the buses into what we call diners. Okay. So they're Chow buses combating hunger on wheels. Well, the program is for anyone under 18 and younger. We're allowed to serve. It doesn't matter if you're part of the city school system or if you're here visiting from out of state, out of city. It doesn't matter. As long as you're 18 and under, we're allowed to feed you.
Sandy Sheely describes what a typical day is like, delivering breakfast and lunch to 31 locations around Murfreesboro.
We have 2 buses. They each have 5 to 6 stops. And then we also have the van, which takes to locations and drops off meals where there's adult supervision. And also the Sprout bus, the smaller bus, will take and drop off meals at locations. They normally come in around 6:30 in the morning, and they'll be out by 2:30 in the afternoon. A stop can be anywhere from 15 minutes to 35, 40 minutes, depending on how many people we serve at that location. They'll go and do their first round of stops in the morning, come back to a school location, unload, and then they'll reload lunch because the people at the schools have had it prepared for them and boxed up and ready to go. And they'll go do their lunch, and then they'll come back and unload anything and clean and get ready for the next day. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, the kids are amazing. They'll see the bus pulling into their parking lot and they'll just come running. So I know we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and that's feeding our children.
To get a list of the times and locations where breakfast and lunches are served, please visit the Murfreesboro City Schools website at cityschools.net.
Do you want to challenge yourself to a new sport? Ultimate Frisbee has made its way to Murfreesboro. Residents and sport enthusiasts are both excited about the new addition.
The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department has added 2 new athletic programs for youth players. Ultimate Frisbee is a sport created in 1968 by a group of high school students in Maplewood, New Jersey. Teams play 7-on-7, and the objective is to score by catching the Frisbee in the other team's end zone. Players cannot run while holding the disc, so a team advances by passing from player to player. If the disc is intercepted or dropped, the other team takes over. Ultimate Frisbee has been named one of the fastest growing sports in the country and is played in more than 42 countries.
We're really trying to be on the cutting edge on even a level with the pace that this sport is growing, not only on a statewide level, but on a nationwide level. We've been to a couple of conferences that are park and recreation based, and our division being directly with athletics, that's kind of what we go and intentionally learn about, our athletic programs that are the fastest growing, and Ultimate Frisbee is really one of those sports. It does a really good job of mixing high physical ability with teamwork with low physical impact. So it's meeting these demands not only for players who want to kind of have a physical game where they're running as fast as they can, they're jumping, they're catching, and it's just a continuous speed, but the parents as well. Low physical impact is a really big thing for them now and a concern. So this league that we're starting right now is based at an older age group currently, but our ultimate plan is to even move it down into the younger age groups once we get established. We're still learning a lot about the sport. That's why we're really doing a partnership with one of the schools involved here that has a high-level Ultimate Frisbee, is because just as much as this is like a baby sport for the state, it's also for our department. So it's kind of a mix. It does have its football characteristics, but it also has soccer characteristics and rugby characteristics in the fact of a continuous running, a continuous play. Offense gets on and it's continuous. Defense gets on and it's continuous. And I think, again, it's kind of like an attraction. It's just that constant level. The process has been a little bit fast from time of commission to the time of the first game, but we did that because the best time for us to play is when school isn't going on.
Trevor Hutchinson's here today, is going to talk to us about the Murfreesboro Ultimate Frisbee League proposal. Trevor, welcome.
The Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department wants to offer an opportunity to people involved in the sport of Ultimate Frisbee a chance to play in a recreationally organized-based league here in the city of Murfreesboro. I would like to propose today that the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department receive approval from the Commission to start the Murfreesboro Ultimate Frisbee League.
We need a motion for approval of the new league.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, Eddie.
Second it.
Have a second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? It is approved.
Another league that has been added by the Parks and Recreation Department is a basketball league for teenage boys. This league will be a high competition league for players to sharpen skills for their upcoming high school basketball season.
So we're running a summer league, 15, 17-year-old males, that will play at Patterson Park Community Center every Tuesday and Thursday night. We're going to take 8 teams, max of 80 players. We're going to have very experienced coaches involved in this, and they're going to play full Tito's AA timing, rules, regulations, and this is a real opportunity for some of these kids who maybe didn't potentially make the basketball team at school to keep playing. Because if they don't make the team and then they don't continue to play, there's no chance for them to make the team in the future. But also this is an opportunity for them in the summer to have a chance to play a high competition level basketball league. You can go online to sign up. The City of Murfreesboro has established an online registration now. And then you can either go to Patterson Park Community Center, Sportscom, McFadden Community Center, or Barfield Crescent Park, their main office, at their normal hours of operation. And you can go in person to sign up, to pay, to register, and you can also go as a coach.
Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro, you can always visit our website anytime at murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see one of the stories that you've seen today, or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Cecilia Herrell, and we look forward to seeing you in the city.